Superb, superb. Brian, I'll let you go celebrate with your guy. That was absolutely sensational.
Thank you. Mastermind game plan.
Super. There he was, Brian Beaumac, who masterminded Terence Crawford's fantastic victory against Errol Spence, and obviously just masterminded Chris Eubank Jr. Rematch win over Liam Smith. Apologies to those people that are offended by the use of the F word there from Beaumac, but I can assure you that his emotions are just running a touch high there.
Just a little bit, mate. You know, that was a massive turnaround there where it was. So, yeah, emotions are running high. And I think the game plan was absolutely superb there. Not a lot of people in the boxing industry, by the way. Yeah, with the people we spoke to out in the public, you know, they felt that. But
we've got Chris Eubank Jr. Spence. Let's get in there.
Chris, what an amazing performance tonight. Thank you for talking to us for TalkSport. I know
you get into this ring.
I bypassed security with my blue shades on.
You're the sneakiest guy in journalism, I swear. You earned this very rare interview. I don't do interviews in the ring with anybody, but you've got up here. If you don't ask, you don't get. So let's do it. What do you want to know?
How amazing did that feel tonight to right the wrongs?
Listen, I know I always had that in me. It was my back was against the wall. I had no other option but to go out there and put it all on the line. Do or die. I said it before. And it's the truth, you know, if you put me in a situation like that, I'm going to come out on top, I have to.
There are times when you've rested in fights before because you're so comfortable in the ring. Your focus was extraordinary tonight. Is that one of the best performances you could ever remember in your career?
One of them, you know, especially coming off of the back of a defeat like I had last time. The bar was low, you know, people saying I'm shot, people saying I'm too old, people saying I have too much money, I don't want to be in the sport anymore, I'm not dedicated, Roy Jones is messing me up. I switch trainers too much. I play poker too much. You know, I talk to too many girls. The list goes on. The fact of the matter is, my life is boxing. I'm in the gym every day, even when I'm not in fight camp. And that's how I can put on performances like that.
World title coming up, Conor Benn coming up. What do you want to do afterwards?
Listen, I want to do whatever the fans want to see. There's some huge names out there, some big opportunities, world titles, big fights. It's all on the table.
Congratulations, we appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
Chris Eubank Jr. in the ring there with Gareth A. Davies. Wow, I'm a little bit blown away by that, Spence, if I'm honest, because, listen, I think the majority of people, as you were alluding to a moment or two ago, picking on the way into this fight, if you're a boxing aficionado, would have said, yeah, of course, if he's done the weight right, and therefore his conditioning's good, it will go longer, but when you look at the resumes of the better boxing styles, Liam Smith absolutely has been there, done it, and got the t-shirt. That's a career best performance. Mate, he's done something there that none of us have seen before.
By a proverbial mile, that is a career best performance for all the reasons that we've just been through. You know, the demons that he had to come through, to overcome. That was sensational what he done there. The manner that he done that.
We got Chris Eubank Jr. Done it for his father. Father said he could be the best in the world, better than Floyd Mayweather. I don't know about that, but he showed a little glimpse of how big up Beaumac, adjustments, and game plan work.
He's got to look for a world title shot. Surely he has to look for a world title shot now. You know, that's what he needs. That's where he's at in his career. Hopefully, you know, the opportunity can present itself, because that's what he deserves of coming, turning that around the way that he's turned that around. He deserves a world title shot.
The energy, I'm just going to say before John jumps in, the energy he was giving off just there in the ring. I was asked into the ring by the security team. It was absolutely fine. He gave us that interview. What a great place he must be in right now.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, I mean, it was lovely as well to hear Ronnie Davis up there as well, hasn't it? Who's been with him for his entire life and knew him from when he was a tiny baby, and now to see him going in there and doing that, you know. I've done a lot of these fights over the years, Gareth, and you know when you're at something which is big, and this week it really did feel like a big fight, and my God, did he produce a big performance.
I think that's the best performance of his career.
By a distance.
Yeah, he won every minute of every round. He never lost focus, like we mentioned during the fight. I thought he was extraordinary tonight.
Do you know something? He might look back at his career in a few years from now and think, why didn't I listen earlier? Why didn't I do these things earlier and implement these things? Because that was absolutely top class. I'm just having a look at the divisions that obviously Chris can compete in, 168 and 160, which he's competed in this evening. And the door now is wide open. My whole perspective of a Chris Eubank Jr. has completely changed watching that performance this evening. I know that maybe his best performances to date have been at 168. That's a career best performance now at 160. You look at that 160 division, and it is wide open a little bit. When you look at, for example, Eubank is the champion, the WBO champion. You would think with a victory over Liam Smith, who was the number 2, that would boost Chris Eubank's rankings. He would be boosted up there. Eubank is absolutely legit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he's going to go in there and beat Eubank, but that's a legit option as a voluntary, given the name that he's got. You look at what we've got here with the WBC. Jamal Charlo's been the champion with the WBC for over 2 years now, and he hasn't fought. I know he's going through his own difficulties, and he's talking about a comeback. Would Eubank Jr. as a voluntary be well within the right to get the thumbs up?
Spencer Oliver said it was world class tonight. If Spencer Oliver says it was a world class performance, I'm going to agree with him towards the end of this show. Did the world open up for him tonight?
Absolutely. Listen, there's loads of opportunities, you know, like yourself at Charlo, you know, we don't know where he's at, what he's doing. That title may become vacant, that opportunity may arise itself. Who knows where it is, but what I will say on that performance is he can compete with all the world champions right now.
There'll be a lot of people who are listening and who've watched that who will have one name on their lips.
Of
and
course.
you know what I'm going to
Billy
say?
Joe.
The biggest one,
Billy Joe.
which would fill any stadium in the country, would be, or any stadium in any country now after that, would be Canelo.
You're going, I thought you were going to say Conor Benn.
Gennady Golovkin.
Is what I thought you were going to say there.
Canelo.
Listen, the shadow of the Conor Benn thing is now, well, there's going to be a lot of talk about this over the next 24 to 48 hours, of course. Conor Benn's got to sort out his situation. But that now, without any shadow of a doubt, breathes new life into whatever Chris Eubank Jr. wants to do next. What an amazing night at the AO Arena. We said at the start of the show, didn't we? Listen, in January, we got an ending that none of us really expected. We got a fight there that none of us really expected. A one-sided beatdown from Chris Eubank Jr., masterminded by his new coach, Brian McIntyre, who did the exact same thing for Terence Crawford only a couple of weeks ago against Errol Spence. Eubank Jr. was on a fine line tonight. Win, and you propel yourself into superstardom and the opportunity of big money fights and world title opportunities. If he was to lose this evening, that could have been all over. When the pressure was on him, when his back was against the wall, he absolutely delivered. Make sure you're tuning into TalkSport over the next 24, 48 hours for further reflections on everything that has happened here tonight. And don't forget as well, we will have a special show, The Verdict with Carl Froch and George Groves for you. The boys will be reviewing Smith Eubank in depth on that, so make sure you tune in to the TalkSport Boxing YouTube channel Monday morning. They will have lots to talk about, no doubt. Thank you very much